Okay, here is another problem. If a 5 centimeter piece of wire is cut, so what, into two parts, so that one part is 4 times as long as the other. What is the length of the longer part? What is the length of the longer part? My handwriting is to be shamed about. Anyway, so let's a 4 centimeter piece of wire. So let's do 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter of piece of wire. Is cut into two parts. So you can cut here or there, anywhere there is a point. So one part is 4 times as the other parts. So there is one part, there is another one which is 4 parts. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5, so you need to divide it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You need to put 2 dots in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one part is 4 times of the shorter part. How long is the longer part? So 5 centimeter divided by 5 centimeter divided by 5, each block is 1 centimeter. So the longer part occupies 4 blocks. Then the longer one is 4 centimeter, right? So you can make it into, how do we make into algebra? 我们怎么给它带出一个数？ So the length how do we write it? What is the length of the longer part? So the whole 5 equal to length, longer part, plus 1/5 of 5. That is too easy, right? 5 equals L plus 1, so L equals 4 centimeter. This may not be so good, the method to do it. But anyway, we will do. If another problem, if I better keep this. If a 5 centimeter piece of wire is cut into 2 parts, so such that a square formed by bending one part of one part will have 4 times the area. By bending one part will have 4 times the area of a square. This method may not be so good because it takes too long time for me to write down. I better put the problem at first by bending the other part. What is the length of the longer part? What is the length of the longer part? Okay, if is cut into 2 parts such that a square is formed, such as a square formed by bending one part will have 4 times the area of square formed by bending the other part. So the area equals 1/4 times the short one. Let's do S. And the longer one times 1/4 S, right? 1/4. No. If a piece of wire is cut into 2 parts such that a square formed by bending one part will have 4 times the area. So this 4 times area of a square formed by bending the other part. So this area, we need to know this length. This length is the long length. This length is the short length. L plus S equal to 5. And 1/4 of L, because square you need to cut to 4 parts, times 1/4 of of L, it forms a square, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. This one you will also make into square. Equals 4th the area. So equals 4 times the area of square formed by bending. We'll have 4 times the area. Yes, times 1/4 S times 1/4 S I'm a little bit yeah. So 1/4 you can cut it out. L square equals s squared, 4 times s squared. So L equals 2s, because there is no way there is a negative solution. We are only working on natural numbers. We are working on positive whole numbers, not whole number. We are working only on whole numbers, not negative number. So the total length, so L plus S equal to S plus L equal to 5 centimeter. So L, you can do L S plus L is 2S equal to 5. S equal to 3s equal to 5, s equal to 3/5. So it's about 1.32. And then L is 2 times. L is 2 times 3/5. So 1. Let's do it. 3, 10, 3, 3, 1. So if we go back to it, total is about 1.667, 1.333. Oh, no. 3 times 1/3, 3. 3乘以0.3，no, what I'm doing here? 3.33333. So you divide it into 1.666, 1.6. And where is the length? Let's do it. 5, 1.6 and 7, and the rest is 3 points. So this is the length. Okay, so L equal, the length of the longer part is 3.1/3 centimeter, about 3.33333 centimeter. Okay, hello dear friends. So we have solved this problem already, and very clumsy and very awkwardly, and by guessing and by just not in a very smooth and fluid method. Now we look back at this problem by investigating, by rethinking. It will help us solve problem better in the future. So let's read the problem. I will not copy this problem because you may have a full picture by just seeing it. If you need, you can pause this video. If a 5 centimeter piece of wire is cut into 2 parts, such that a square formed by bending one part will have 4 times the area formed by bending the other part. What is the length of the longer part? So not thinking about the numbers, we only think about the relationship. So what we have seen is a wire, and you bend into 2 parts. Okay, you bend it to 2 parts. This is not proportional. And the longer one, this one is the longer length, and this one is the shorter length. And the longer one will have will have to bend it 1, 2, 3, 4, cut into or bend it into 4 parts and bring it up. This one here, and this one here, and this one here. So we form a square. So each of these lengths is 1/4 of the length of the long part, the long wire, right? Long portion. And the same thing, we will part this into 4 parts. We already used here as one side. This side will bend up here. This side will bend up here. And this side will bend up. Oh, this one is shorter. Bend up here. So this is the square of the small one formed. And the square of the small one formed is and the length of the small one formed, the side, is 1/4 of S, right? And 1/4 of S. So the area of this large one, is, we can take this as a whole. We will do it later. So the area of the large one is 4 times L times 4 4/4L 乘以4/4L, 1/4 of L times 1/4 of L. This is the area of the large one, right? This is the area of large one. Now we see the area of the small one is 1/4 of the shorter length times 1/4 of the shorter length. I do not need to use this parenthesis because there is no other operation we need to use. So this one is 16L square, and the small length is 16S square. What they give us the relation is L, area of the large one, equals to area of the long one, the large one, is equal to long, short, large, small. Haha, what a coincidence. Is 4 times the area of the small one, right? 4 times of area of the small one. So we replace this number. Area of large one is 16. 1/16 out of L square equals to 4 times of 1/16 of shorter length. 1/16 of S square, the shorter side. We times 16 times 16. So L square, the longer length. We already know the L is the longer length. Okay, here. So the longer length equals 4 times shorter length square. And here what we are doing is all positive number. There is no negative number in this calculation. So we can omit the answer is positive, negative, because we need to establish, we have just by primitive notion, not primitive notion, by common sense, this is what we are doing is still in the elementary and middle school math. So L equals 2S. In this time, we can see projected in this, come back to our problem. So total 5 centimeter. And you need to cut into 2 parts. And by cutting 2 parts, you're actually cutting 3 parts, right? We can establish this is the small s, and this is the long one. The long one equals 2s, so it's 3 parts. This is 2s, 3s, s, because 2s equal to L. And the total is 5. This problem I do not like the textbook has given, because if I give problem, 5 is not divisible by 3 because there will be 3 parts. I would like to give this question any number that is multiple of 3. You can put 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, any of these number. It makes the math so much more clean and fun. I know the textbook is trying to give us a way to think about the methodology instead of the real number. But if I were the textbook maker, I will change to another number. Well, that is good, actually. The textbook is for the teacher. It's for the students, kind of difficult. But if I give students problem, I will give them some more clean number for them to solve. Imagine if the wear is 6 centimeter. The formula we do not change. If the longer wear bend into a square is 4 times of the shorter wear, we will always know that the length of the longer wear is 2 times the length of the shorter wear. Right? Yeah, I do make sense, I think. If by any chance I say something out of my mind, but the wrong word out of my mouth, it's just human error, okay? So I will give this number 6 or 9 or something to make the problem more easier to solve. Okay, let's just develop these thoughts and going one step further. I have aware of the length. The wear of this length is x. And we cut into 2 parts. Now I already know the number. I have a wear of 20. I am sure this will be a good problem. So I need to cut this long wear and short wear. Cut into 2 parts. And we will bend oh, I need to 1, 2, 3, 4. I am sorry. I will do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we cut into 2 parts and bend the longer wear, and the longer wear have form a square, right? And the shorter wear, why I am so bad, will also 1, 2, 3, 4 will also form a square. And this square is 9 times as big as the smaller one. So the area of large one and area of small one. area of large one equals area of small one. 9 times. This is why I choose the number 20. So we can do like this. Still, we use BC as the long one, AB as the short one, longer length, BC. BC, we want to make it easy. And AB is the shorter length. And the area of the large one is 1/4 of L, of the long one, times 1/4 of the long one. Equals what? Is 9 times of the shorter one. 1/4 of the S times 1/4 of S. So L square equals 9 square. Now we become a pure, it's not visual, it's a pure calculating. Okay, and we need to establish that this is in a positive environment. I mean, the number are all positive. It's in the real world. So L equals to 3S. Voila. Uh-oh, again, I am wrong. Okay. Not good. So here is a line of 20 centimeter, of 20 units. Okay? Of 20 units, and we cut into 2 parts. Now you need to decide where do you put these points. There is a condition to put this point. The condition is this part is 3 times of this part. So let's establish this one is a shorter one and this one is a longer one. Longer one is 3 times of the shorter one. So S 1, 2, 3. So the total is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4S. 4S equal to 20. So each S is 5. And we want to know the longer length. The length of the longer wear, how many? It's 3 times S. So 3 times S equal 15 unit centimeter. Do I make sense? Whoosh. If I give problem, I will always give whole number problem. Because not whole number problem. I would like to give them the number that can make magic, can make it pure and clean. Because mathematics, how often we will use mathematics, right? We have calculator, we have a computer, all kinds of tools. And mathematics is more to let students to appreciate the beauty of number and the beauty of logic and beauty of processing instead of giving a hard number to solve a real problem, right? You go online, there are many websites. You put your problem, bing, the number comes out. There is no fun. There is no fun, except you need to finish your homework tonight before going back to school tomorrow to hand in your homework. Otherwise, math is not fun. And by putting these beautiful numbers, students will feel the joy of, I cracked it, and I made it. That's such a beautiful feeling. Anyway, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. I love you. I really do. Math is fun. Math is fun. Mathematics is fun.